I'm fortunate enough to still have my mom around, and so on most Monday nights, I go to dinner with my mom and her husband, Michael. And this evening, we were talking about all different virtues, and um I noticed something pretty cool. And, you may find out that this holds true for you also. And lots of people for most of my life have said I'm very patient, and it's true. It's true that by the standard definition, I'm pretty a pretty patient person, and I don't always give myself the same credit for my patience, what some people would call patience, as others because I have a pretty like tight definition of what I believe patience is. And so for me, patience is the ability to stay centered and not get overly frustrated while still moving toward resolution of a conflict or something that isn't going maybe the way that I want it to go. And the reason why I'm clear, sending giving such a tight definition is because I don't believe it's patience to not make progress and to be okay with that. I don't believe it's patience to avoid what you're feeling or how you're feeling or back away from some sort of conflict in a way that doesn't move toward resolutions. I don't think we can. I think that's moving towards cowardice. So it's important how we define it. And it was interesting to have that conversation today because I have a very clear for myself. I have a very clear definition for patience, and it means that my patience is that I don't move toward anger or frustration or fear in a situation where there's something happening that needs a resolution. It means that I'm able to stay centered, stay whole, able to respond or responsible in those scenarios specifically. And not, I'm not always like that. I'm not always patient. And so there are lots and lots of times when I am not in a place where usually I don't get angry. That's not usually my go-to, but a lot of times I'll just avoid something. So that to me is not patience, it's avoidance. And that is the case with a lot of our virtues. But sometimes we give ourselves credit when it's not due in those virtues, and sometimes we don't give ourselves credit when it is due. And it's worth the time to actually spend a little time and look at our biggest virtues and our biggest vices and examine what it would take to turn the vices into virtues and to make sure that there are no vices hiding amongst our virtues, if that makes sense. So that the choice is ours always to deepen our experience and and our results and our impact. And if we're not honest and clear with ourselves, then holy moly, we're not going to go move toward what we want. And when we're talking about patience and the idea that patience is a virtue, which is one of those kind of common things that everyone says, uh, patience is a virtue if it's truly a definition of patience that means that you are still moving toward your resolution and still you're acting with faith and sometimes courage, but at the same time not anger and not pushing in a way that is not going to move toward the result, if that makes sense. So anyways, think about that for any of your virtues or vices and how well you're actually defining what turns it into a vice or a virtue. All right, and that's it for today. So enjoy your day, and we'll see you back here tomorrow. I think I'm gonna to do a tutorial on some kind of AI tomorrow, and one of the tools. So see you tomorrow, and have a great day.